everyone, welcome back to the Tarot Tanvi. I am Tanvi, these are my tarot cards. Today I'm going to talk about sex, tarot and astrology and how everything is just interrelated. When it comes to sex, we are so apprehensive of talking about this topic, especially I think in our country. In India, we think like sex is a hush-hush topic, okay? We expect people to give birth after a marriage, but we refuse to talk about the way people give birth, which is very ironic. And we think that sex should not be about pleasure, and even if it is, it has to be behind, like we should not openly talk about sex. And the less we openly talk about sex, the more we think that saying the word sex is a huge crime in this, and is such a taboo. The more we promote crime, sexual crimes, the more we do not normalize sex as if it's not a human body need. Okay, so it's very important to openly talk about sex. And tarot, in tarot there are specific cards that talk about your sexual desires and your sexual passions. Okay, so for example, there are 4 suits in tarot. There's cups, there's wands, swords and pentacles. Now out of these 4 categories, the wands, which is the fire energy, like this one, the Ace of Wands, it talks about passion. And hence, it also talks about your sexual desires. So this entire suit, wherever you have wands, Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, or whatever of Wands, it can definitely talk about your sexual needs. At the same time, like I said in my previous videos, there are certain cards which are called the major arcanas, which are very significant, which are not one of these 4 categories, but it's like very important and a powerful energy. So there's one major arcana called the Devil card. I know the Devil seems like, it's a very negative card, but the Devil card has its astrological sign, which is Scorpio. And Scorpio energy, again, you do not have to be of the sun sign Scorpio for this to resonate with you. But then whenever the Devil card comes up, or even in astrology, if you hear the Scorpio energy surrounding you, the Scorpio energy has a big trait, which is the sexual desire and passion. Now, sexual energy is literally the reproductive energy, okay? The energy that creates life. Now, this energy is also the exact energy that we can use to be more creative, okay? This is actually a very lesser known concept. And that is why people go into celibacy, okay? People become celibate to preserve this energy. Not in the name of that sex is a bad thing. That is not the idea of being celibate. The idea of celibacy is to preserve this sacred energy which can create life. And the more, I'm not saying that stop having sex. It's very healthy to have sex, please do have sex. But then the idea of celibacy, or not wasting this energy, comes from the idea that this energy can also make you more productive. So Beethoven used to be celibate for a very long time before he used to come up with a symphony. Fun fact. Okay, so yeah, so I guess we should learn how to openly talk about sex. It's quite important, I believe. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle your cards and I'm going to pull one card for you. This one? Okay. And the card for you is the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles talks about giving, okay? Being more giving towards others. It talks about being more nurturing towards others, your surroundings. And for this card specifically, I also see that any effort that you've been putting into, this could be an effort into a relationship, an effort into a career. I would say slow and steady wins the race should be your mantra. It should be what you should abide by. do not be tempted to lower your standards for instant gratification, okay? So again, let me phrase that again. Do not think that just because your efforts are not bearing fruit right now, that they would not bear fruit in the long run. This card specifically talks, like, especially in this deck, what I'm feeling is that any kind of effort that you've been putting in consistently and you feel that you do not see the results right now, I would say that it's because the results that you expect right now are much smaller than the result that you're going to get eventually. And this might be later than what you expect, but it's sooner than you think. Okay, so it's not as late as you think, but it's later than what you expect. Okay, because it has to be greater than your wildest expectations. So I would say be steady with any kinds of efforts. This could be in your romantic relationships, in your personal life, in your professional life. Whatever is your main focus right now, keep that as your main focus and keep putting consistent efforts. This could also be efforts towards self-love, taking care of your emotional, mental and spiritual health. Just keep putting in efforts and time. And in case, so that's all that I have for you today. So in case you would like to book a personal reading with me, the links to my Instagram account and my website are in the description of this episode. And I will see you again next time. Bye bye. Take care.